Good day, everybody. How are we doing today? Well, let's see what news topic we're going to be talking about today. Is that right? Am I reading that title right? Lindsay Lohan? Am I having a stroke? Am I going through a stroke right now? We're talking about Lindsay Lohan, really? No, there's nothing that she could have done that would. What? I'm not in the real world, am I? Like, I don't. This is a furry news channel, guys. I don't do entertainment shtick, okay? That's for Entertainment Tonight. Is Entertainment Tonight even still a thing? Is that even still a thing? I don't know. I don't do much in celebrity news. Do I really have to cover celebrity news? Is that really a big thing? I mean, you got to be pulling my leg, man. Oh. I guess you're not. Okay. What do we have? The Verge. Anyone wants to see Lindsay Lohan's NFT persona. Rolling Stone. Furries really hate Lindsay Lohan's furry NFT. Observer. Lindsay Lohan NFT evangelist. Really? Is selling a furry NFT on OpenSea. So those are the headlines. I guess Rolling Stone has answered its own question on when furries are going to enter the mainstream. And here we are. We have somebody who already sold out years and years and years and years and years ago, selling out again. But this time it's like she's using Anthro characters in order to do that. So what is up with that? Why would she use an Anthro character NFT in order to do that? Well, to be fair to Lindsay Lohan here, which, leave it to somebody who's not interested in celebrity gossip to give a celebrity a fair shake here. Ms. Lohan and this NFT organization that she utilized her visage for never used the word furry. Furry mostly took it upon themselves to take that and run with it because they were bombarded with this particular tweet in late September. And that was, and furries didn't really see it until like early October, just a few days ago, but basically, Lindsay Lohan tweeted, "It's official, I'm a friend of the Car-tell." Whoa! Whoa, Lindsay, cutting in here for a moment. I'm not a lawyer, but maybe you shouldn't just come out about being friends with criminal organizations like that. I mean, you could keep it on the low a little bit. It's like, I'm friends with the Car-tell. Like, really, what do they do for you, Lindsay? Huh? Plead the fifth, Lindsay. And by the way, it's like, and then she goes on to specify that it is an NFT. It is the first NFT the Canine Cartel is minting for the collection, and you've got a chance to own it. So basically, the concept is there's a collection of NFTs, and basically this is the first of the set. So the set is the Friends of the Cartel, and the Canine Cartel NFT is the organization that is creating this NFT. So there is a lot of data to go through on this. So in order to avoid me going over all this NFT stuff and getting lost in the crypto conversation and all this other stuff, there is a companion video to this video up here. If you want to hear me talk about nerding about the finance stuff and the NFT stuff and telling you kind of what it is and how it works, you can click up here on that video, and we go over a half hour on what basically an NFT is, what a crypto is, and how they kind of correlate with one another, and why these things can get the financial systems can get very muddy very fast, and you can really get lost in the weeds. I don't want to focus on that on this video. I want to focus on just the spectacle of it all. So this is more of a funsies video that more people can enjoy than me going into nerdy details. So long of the short is this is a NFT that was available for auction and was auctioned off and eventually sold for 1.3 Ethereum, which at the time of sale was about $4,400. Now, I go over in that other video up there that, well, that seems to be an impressive chunk of change. It was not really the highest bought NFT in the that canine set. There was one that was bought for that. There's a link in the description below that also talks about how this canine cartel would make money on stuff like this. Basically, they mint these NFTs and then they sell it to the user base for a very simple amount of money, and then basically after that, the person who owns the NFT owns it, and they can try to sell it to somebody else for more. That's the hope, that's the dream, right? But it always doesn't work out that way. Sometimes you just end up spending 21 Ethereum, $82,000 on a picture of a cat that you're probably never ever going to be able to sell to anyone ever again. Anyways, but that saying aside, the article in the description below kind of goes over a little bit more of why the fandom's reaction to this, which was mostly negative, because many furry artists, and furry is a community that really, is the artists and then the artists, the writers, and people like that are very much the foundation of the community. And a lot of artists don't like the concept of NFTs, non-fungible tokens, because a lot of people have been using art that doesn't really belong to them in its earliest stages to kind of tie to that non-fungible token. A link in that article for Flera goes over those misgivings that a lot of furries have for crypto and NFTs, and gives links to sort of the issues in that regard. So basically, obviously, Lindsay Lohan, a lot of people pointed out, where's her freaking ears, man? Where's the ears? Her ears are gone. There's no ears. What do you do? But, that being said, but a lot of people are like, what is this canine cartel, right? So the canine cartel apparently is a set of tokens, right, that were sold. And my calculation is that at the time they were sold and sold out of the tokens, they got around $195 per token. And there's 10,000 tokens, so that's about $1.95 million, right, that the minters had acquired funding for. And so as they mint more of these particular things, they can acquire money that way. Now, it must be said that the people who originally buy these things are hoping that the costs inflate so that they can sell it someday at a higher price. But, it's still yet to be seen if NFTs are in fact a good investment or if they're just a beanie baby of the modern era. I personally lean in that direction, so I typically don't invest in such things. Because there's plenty to invest in the real world. I don't need to be using my money to chase JPEGs. That's just my personal belief, but it's your money, do what you want. And and one of the funniest things here is that we have pictures from the canine cartel's things, who explain exactly what I just explained, but also kind of in a sort of some people have said culturally inappropriate manners, but we're just going to read it out here. You're one local carbon for coming in here. The canine cartel is a pack of 10,000 of the craziest mutts to ever run these streets. Each canine NFT is a unique ERC-721 digital collectible living on the Ethereum blockchain. It's kind of hard to take a criminal organization seriously when they talk in nerd like that, but anyways, your canine makes you one of us. But be warned, we're a ride or die crew. Getting in is simple, but getting out won't be good for your health. Just a thing here. You know, when I go to invest in things, when I look for an investment, you know what the words I look for is? I look for the words, getting in is simple, getting out won't be good for your health. Invest in Apple. Getting in is simple, getting out won't be good for your health. Invest in Google, Alphabet. Getting in is simple, getting out won't be good for your health. Invest in Kmart. Getting in is simple, getting out won't be good for your health. You know what I mean? Like if you say invest in X, getting in is simple, getting out won't be good for your health. Just doesn't run right, man. Like this is an investment, right? We're like trying to use these NFTs in order to have more value in the future, right? That's what the whole kind of concept is. I go over the nerdy complexities of that in the other video, in the sister video to this. So if you want to go and have me nerd out about that, you can go see it there. But in essence, it's like if I'm investing in an organization, I would not want to be forewarned that getting out is going to make me sad. Because if pulling out makes me sad, that's going to be an issue because that means I probably lost a lot of money and it's not going to be. I'm going to get divorced, even though I'm single, which is a feat in of itself. But anyways. And then they have nice little advertisements like this. You're all shit-eaters until you're in. You'll all be treated like the worthless mutts you are before you're a member of the cartel. That means no bonding curves and no price tiers. Joining the cartel costs the same for everyone. 0.05 Ethereum. So basically, taking that into consideration, that's where I got my figures from earlier when I said they sold it for 0.05 Ethereum. And they had sold out of these particular tokens already, so basically people spent about $195 in Ethereum, USD to Ethereum, to buy these particular tokens. And after they own those tokens, they can try to sell it to people on the sort of the NFT market, right? Now, as I go over in the other nerdy video, there's somebody who bought a feline, by the way. There's some felines. And by the way, felines seem to be the most unique and most treasured because a lot of people pay a lot of Ethereum for those. But when I say a lot of people, actually, that's kind of an exaggeration. A handful of people, like maybe one person. Like one person dropped 21 NFTs on the most expensive one, and we don't know whether or not the general, if they're going to ever be able to find a seller for that NFT, right? Or if they just like bought a new car. Like the problem is when people don't set the prices, right? They may overpay for something. Because the distance between the first highest bought thing and the second highest bought thing is like 21 Ethereum to like 7 Ethereum. So it's like you have people who are very inexperienced with bartering, throwing so much money into these things, and it's just like a fool in their money, It's just kind of sad in a way. And of course, the best way to get people to pump into things is to get a celebrity endorsement. Congratulations. Anyways, so that's basically what they were, right? That's what they are. And basically, by the way, this is not part of the 10,000 original set. This is its own unique set, which is why they say Friends of the Cartel, and this is the original set. This is the unique and only one. Now, hers only sold for 1.3 Ethereum. Whereas I said, there's a Calico Cat one that sold for 21, which, I don't know, man, Lindsay, step it up, I guess. Wow. It's like I was so nice to her earlier, and now I'm being mean. All right, well, they're not furries, okay? So this is what the token set thing kind of looks like. And as you can see, most of these are not very unique. Most of these are, in essence, just rehashes and just like things. And what you can see on this screenshot here is the last price that one of these things was bought for, and what people are attempting to sell them for. People are listing these things at 69, 69 Ethereum, 75 Ethereum. Like, these guys are not going to sell it. You know what that in essence is? It's like somebody like putting like a common Pikachu card onto like eBay and trying to sell it for $300, trying to fool somebody into thinking it's worth that much. But basically, if there's no last bought price on these things, basically there's nobody who it didn't basically buy after somebody bought the original token. So, for instance, in these cases, you could see that one of them sold for basically 0.05, and that's even. One of them sold for 0.065, so they made like a little bit of money back, and then some. But, in essence, it's very hard to... It's very easy to see that it's like this is just basically, somebody throwing a bunch of things together. And they made their $1.9 million, so at this point, you're fine. Obviously, they want to try to encourage more people to get into those kind of markets so that they can make some sort of community out of it. And basically, this was the concept of, hey, that first set did so well, we might add another set of these kind of things. And so that's basically what's going on here. Obviously, many furries are kind of like, frustrated about the whole situation because like they're using anthro characters in order to try to lure in suckers, right? The truth of the matter is that, that's always kind of been a thing. Like anthro characters, it's like, oh, I don't like seeing anthro characters used for, capitalist exploitation. The reality is that anthro characters have been used in varying degrees from varying different things in, over time. And, like big companies like Disney, thrive on anthro characters. And while the furry fandom, as a fandom, really doesn't really take kindly to monetary exploitation and things like that, we also don't own the concept of anthro characters. Because while the mainstream media is calling, this fursona or things like that, we have no indication that this character is a fursona of Lindsay Lohan, right? A fursona would require that she adapts it and uses it in her normal day-to-day internet interactions. And as you can see up here, she's still got a human avatar, okay? This is not her jumping into a furry fandom or a fursona as a way to identify herself online. Typically, from my perspective, a fursona usually is something that you use to obfuscate your humanity, and you don't want your mainstream human name being out there on the internet with your opinions tied to it. Usually, it is a character that you use that represents yourself on the internet in a sort of privatized way to keep some sort of privacy and an expectation of yourself, which is why doxing is seen as a very big faux pas. Whereas Lindsay Lohan, she's already a celebrity, and taking on a fursona is not going to help improve her charismatic abilities any, because she's already a celebrity, she's already an actress. It's not going to be something that she would utilize in that way. And even the Canine Cartel made some tongue-in-cheek statements about, like, we're not furries because we're not, and they put their own little definition of that furries are a bunch of hedonistic individuals. Now, that comes as an irony because, they literally named their organization a cartel, which has implications of basically criminal activity. So, it's like, we're criminals, but we're not that bad. We're not furries, at least. It's like, you literally named yourself after, like, a gang organization that is known for disappearing folks, right? Or doing, like, shady business, right? So, like, it just doesn't... It's like trying to take the moral high ground in that case is just kind of like really silly, especially since it kind of promotes gang culture in a way, right? It's like and that's the thing to me. It's like it's amazing to me that they find people to fall for these kind of things, because it's like, are people really? It's like I always lose my faith in humanity a little bit. It's like it seems like they were directing this at children, like Seriously? You're going to invest in something where a person's calling you a shit eater if you don't invest? Do you have, like, no respect for yourself? Like, honestly, like, do you have no respect for yourself? This person's literally like, yo, if you don't buy my Ethereum shit, you're a shit eater. It's like, really? Really? You guys are... It's like you guys who buy this stuff are that low on self-esteem. Like, I gotta say, furries, I've seen furries with very low self-esteem. If y'all are not furries, you've got to be some of the most lowest self-esteem, like, humans I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, it's like, oh, see, I got you to buy my Ethereum thing because, look, you're not a crap eater. It's like, oh my god. Like, it's like, yes, you hate... See, I was trying to weigh in the benefits and the cost and benefit analysis of investing in a long-term investment of a non-fungible token, but, you know, now that you've said that if I don't do it, then I'm a shit eater, you've got me, man. You've got me. I've got to put my money down for this. I'm going to put my two Benjis down to buy your Ethereum thing. So, that being said, welcome Lohan to the dog eat dog world. But next time, pick better friends. I don't know if I should be saying that to a celebrity because it's kind of mean, but like, friends who call other people who are not part of their in-group shite eaters. I don't know if that's the kind of group that you should be hanging out with. I don't know. I'm not judging. I'm just judging. Okay. It's like, just because I'm a kangaroo doesn't mean I hang out with them. Just because I'm an Italian kangaroo doesn't mean I hang out with the mob. Okay. I have standards. Anyways, that should be about it for today. So if you want to go over a lot more about the complexities of NFTs and investing in them and sort of the kind of stage that's in right now, you can watch the sister complimentary video here, the bonus video this week, to kind of go over that nerdy stuff, which I wanted to keep out of this conversation. But anyways, what do you think about the whole situation? Are you a shite eater, or are you a member of the most bloodthirsty canine group out there? What do you think about the whole situation? What do you think about NFTs? Non-fungible tokens, but they really funged up this one. Here's the thing: I did give them this. At least it doesn't appear like this artwork. This artwork was stolen, right? It's not really created. It's not really original. It's like basically like Pokemon cards, only like in Anthro form. But at least this stuff wasn't stolen, right? This stuff is original. As much as people are like, ugh, kind of gross. Like, it doesn't look very good. Yeah, furries are spoiled, man. You know, anthro artists are spoiled. You know, we're spoiled with a lot of good quality artists and good quality folks making art in our community, and we're very thankful for that. But as I said in the article, these were not made with the idea in mind of giving somebody a good quality quote-unquote persona. They were given with the idea of basically making things out in it. And honestly, I do not know whether, and I'm thinking that it's the case where somebody would buy a token, right, and then they would probably be randomly assigned one when they bought in. So basically, it's like it would be like one of those trading card things, right? You know, it's like microtransactions. You know, that thing that people train people in on, things like that. It's so depressing, the world that we live in. Like, people just get so easily wrapped up in, like, throwing their money at things, hoping that, you know, throwing their money at things will get them out of the crap that they're in. But you won't unless it's... The only thing you should be throwing your money at is your debt. Get the hell out of that debt as fast as you possibly can so that you can be free of it. I'm one salary away. I'm 1 year's salary away from it. And it feels great. I'm going to, like, hopefully I'll be able to get out of this crap, and then I can start living, maybe, or maybe I'm too used to it at this point where I'm just going to be boring for the rest of my life. Did I say that out loud? Anyways, yeah, if you invested in NFTs, you'd live a little, you'd have a little excitement. It's like, Nah. If I wanted excitement, I'd go jump out of a plane with a parachute. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Kick that like, kick the subscribe button, kick a comment in the comment section. And we will see you guys next week.